Hello everyone and welcome back to English with Kayleigh. In today's video we're going to analyse another one of Jackie Kay's poems entitled Got You. So this one comes from the collection Other Lovers and this one explores a sibling relationship which is slightly different to some of the other relationships Kay has explored in the anthology. So first of all I'm going to read through the poem and then we'll look at the analysis. Got You. You know I'm the shy one, really, don't you? Not you. That your math have my answers. Then how come I'm the slow one, and you are the one who shines? School ducks, perfect. Your blazer is shabbier than mine, but Gran from Dornoch loves you better than me, and so does our mother. The dog licks you. People who say they can't tell the difference drive you crazy. Your skin is creamier, your nose less wide, your hair loose, floppy curls, not frizzy, not sheep's wool. I know like I know the back of my hand. Last night, in the top bunk, I wanted to climb down and do something, can't tell what, not even in our tongue. I swallowed hard listening for the sound of real sleep. Till I must have given in. You know me better than I know you, always get me. I sat bolt upright, my heart flapped like our bedroom curtains, your nighttime laughter, soft, squeezed to your chest, doubled up. Got you, didn't I? Got you again. Okay, so let's get into the analysis then. So first of all, if we look at the structure, so it's made up of 7 stanzas that are each made up of tercets. And what's very interesting is that they all use enjambment. And this cross stanza possibly references, the siblings' individual lives and how they cross over. So their hope for their own identity, but also how their relationship means that there is a crossover. So the title Got You, I think at first glance is quite ambiguous, but of course when we think about childhood games like tag, running around and trying to get the other person and trying to trick them, it's got quite a playful nature about it. So throughout the first 3 stanzas, and throughout the entire poem in fact, we see these words repeated very frequently, I and you. So what's important here is that they are really used to highlight individuality of the speaker and her sibling. So one of the themes within this poem is looking at connection, but also separation in family relationships. So here we see a separation in identity and thoughts. And what's quite interesting is that there's no us or we at this point in the poem. That your math have my answers. So they're very, the speaker is a very direct and very logical person, which almost juxtaposes her relationship and feeling about her sibling. And especially how other people view them as we move on later. We see, we question if the family really do feel that way, if they really do prefer her sibling over her. But there's still this idea that they share something, that there's a bond, there's a link there that can't be broken. Your maths have my answers. Then how come I'm the slow one and you are the one who shines? This very authentic voice coming through again. We've seen Kay write in a number of voices, and her child voice is possibly one of my favourites, and one we see throughout the collection, in that she really encapsulates this idea of sibling jealousy here. You are the one who shines and not me. And then we see this school ducks. So this is a Scottish word, and this is used to talk about the top academic student in the school. So again, there's possibly some jealousy here. Perfect, your blazer is shabbier than mine. Again, very colloquial vocabulary coming through, shabbier. It's not as good as mine. But Gran from Dornoch loves you better than me, and so does our mother. The dog licks you. So here we see what the speaker interprets as the family preference. They feel as if they are undervalued, and that the sibling is possibly preferred. We question this. Is this a realistic voice? Is it reality, or is it something that the sibling's imagining? We almost get this idea of a younger sibling speaking here. People who say they can't tell the difference drive you crazy. And here we've got this plosive D sound, and I feel it really emphasizes the sibling's anger. You know, she wants to be an individual. Her identity does not want to be impacted or influenced by her sister and the way she acts. And then we see your skin is creamier. There do seem to be some racial undertones here and in the next stanza, which we'll talk about in the next one as we move on to the next page. So your nose less wide, your hair loose, floppy curls, not frizzy, not sheep's wool. I know, like I know the back of my hand. So we've got lovely sibilants coming through here with the S sound, really creating a vivid image of the hair. But again, we still get this your and I all the way throughout the poem. Your, I, you. So very much repetitive. However, in two of the stanzas, we see our. And this is where we see some unity between the two siblings, not even in our tongue. So here they are again going back to that bond and the thing that they share, and our bedroom. This is their place in which they stay in together. So here we've got some comparative sentences. So here they're really looking at their own identity and how they differ. There may be a possibility of questioning maybe an adoption link here, that one sibling always gets angry that they're commented on as looking or seeming like the other. And I don't think we're too far away to suggest that in an essay, considering the fact that Kay often writes about adoption, being an adopted woman herself. So there is that possibility that there's a question here of has one been adopted. I want to climb down and do something, can't tell what. So we've got a lot of caesareas here, quite playful and mischievous. We're not sure what she's going to do, and it's possible that not even she has made up her mind yet. Not even in our tongue can she express what she wants to do. I swallow hard listening for the sound of real sleep. Again, we've got this sibilance, so we get this kind of eerie, very quiet environment. She's really trying to hone in and listen for the real sound of her sibling sleeping. However, she gave in and she fell asleep. You know me better than I know you. So here we've got quite a long sentence. I swallowed hard listening for the sound of real sleep till I must have given in. And then the pace really changes within the poem. Always get me. I sat up, bolt upright. My heart flapped like our bedroom curtains. Your nighttime laughter, soft, squeezed to your chest, doubled up. Got you, didn't I? Got you again. So the pace picks up here after a section of waiting, and here we get this mischievous and this playtime that they have, where the sibling has actually carried out what the other one was planning to do all along. And we've got a simile here, again using a childlike voice and childlike imagery to impact the reader. And then the last bit, of course, there's quite a playful ending. So despite this rivalry that they seem to have, they are siblings, and it's possible that Kay is really highlighting the nature of relationships here, in that siblings are often quite well known for maybe winding each other up and sometimes having a feeling of jealousy based on perhaps what they do in school, or perhaps how people view them, or how we perceive people to view our siblings. So in terms of AO5, you could definitely talk about David Paddy here and Kay herself. So David Paddy explains that identity in Kay's work is regarded as a process of choices characters make about themselves, usually in reaction to the ideas and the perceptions of others. And in Kay's view, identity is not given to the child at birth, but it is acquired through interaction with the child's environment. And Kay herself said, all this umbilical not business is nonsense. So really focusing in here on identity and the individual and how we develop that personality based on our surroundings, not something that we're innately born with. So those are two that you could mention when writing your essay. So that's everything for that poem. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I will be continuing the series of Jackie Kay, so if you're studying it or it's something of interest, be sure to hit the bell and then you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one. Bye!